Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Barcelona identify Man United's left-back Luke Shaw as a priority left-back target in 2023. Barcelona have identified Manchester United's Luke Shaw as a target to cover the left-back position in the Catalan club. After losing his place early in the season to Tyrell Malacia, Shaw was handed another opportunity by Erik ten Hag, and he took it. Shaw has been superb for the Red Devils this season and has extended his fine club form to his appearances in an England shirt. Gareth Southgate has started Shaw in every game, showing his full trust in the defender. Sport via Sport Small reports. Xavi's side view Shaw as the ideal left-back acquisition, with Jordi Alba potentially leaving the club next year in search of pastures anew. Alba's departure would put Barcelona in the market for another left-sided fullback, and Shaw has seemingly emerged as a genuine target due to his contract situation. The La Liga giants are also believed to be considering moves for Diogo Dalot and Fred, with the duo's contract with the 20-time English champions expiring next June. Barcelona have two other left-backs apart from the experienced Alba in their books, Alejandro Balde and Marcos Alonso. Balde is said to be in advanced discussions with the club over fresh terms that will keep him at Camp Nou for the considerable future. Alonso, while naturally a left-sided fullback, has mostly been deployed by Xavi as a centre-back, hence the need for Shaw. Shaw's main point of attraction lies in the fact that he will be a free agent at the end of the current season. United, however, have the option of triggering a one-year extension clause on his deal. United should move quickly to secure Shaw's future before Barca tightens their grip on him. Roma manager Jose Mourinho considering January swoop for Manchester United star Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Jose Mourinho, the manager of Roma, is considering making a move for Manchester United star Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the January transfer window, according to Calciomercato. The Red Devils want the England under-21 international to leave the club. He is out of favour at the Old Trafford side under Erik ten Hag. As a result, the Giallorossi are weighing up a move for the 25-year-old. Aaron Wan-Bissaka signed for the Old Trafford side in the summer of 2019 from Crystal Palace under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The 25-year-old was one of the first names on the team sheet. However, with the Norwegian manager departing the club, the England under-21 international's fortunes at the Red Devils have changed. Ralf Rangnick's arrival saw the former Palace star lose his place in the starting lineup. Diogo Dalot was preferred by the former interim head coach in his team. Since then, the Portugal international has cemented his place in the starting lineup. The 23-year-old has pipped Wan-Bissaka in the pecking order since Erik ten Hag's arrival. The Dutch manager has not given the England under-21 international a lot of opportunities in the side. In the current campaign, Dalot has started most of the games for United. The former FC Porto star has made 20 appearances for the Red Devils so far this season, scoring 1 goal and providing 2 assists. In contrast, Wan-Bissaka has been relatively anonymous. This term, the gaffer has handed the 25-year-old just 4 minutes of competitive action, which came against Liverpool in the Premier League. Dalot has shouldered the burden in the starting lineup for most of the season. If the club part ways with Wan-Bissaka, it would be wise for the club to invest in a new right-back in the upcoming transfer window. For Wan-Bissaka, Rome could be the place to rekindle his career in the same manner that Chris Smalling did, at least for a while, when he swapped Old Trafford for Stadio Olimpico. Manchester United ready to offer Alejandro Garnacho mega money contract amidst interest from Real Madrid. Manchester United are ready to offer Alejandro Garnacho a new mega money contract to keep a hold of him amidst interest from top clubs around Europe, including Real Madrid, according to Football Insider. The 18-year-old's current deal runs until the summer of 2025. However, the Red Devils have already begun talks with the Argentine youngster about extending his stay at the club. The Old Trafford side are already anticipating elite rivals to pursue the youngster's signature, and the Manchester-based club are certain that his valuation will rocket. Garnacho signed for United from Atletico Madrid in the summer of 2020. Since then, he has mostly played for the Red Devils' youth side. in the previous campaign, the youngster lifted the FA Youth Cup with the under-18 side. The Argentine made his first debut last season as well. He came on as a substitute in the final minutes of a Premier League fixture against Chelsea in April as the game ended 1-1. With the arrival of Erik ten Hag in the Old Trafford side's dugout, Garnacho initially found it hard to get a lot of opportunities. However, he was handed his first start for the club in the Europa League group stages against Sheriff Tiraspol. A few days later, the Argentine went on to score his first goal for United against Real Sociedad in the 1-0 Europa League Group E victory. Since then, the Dutch manager has gradually put more faith in the youngster. The 18-year-old has been a clutch for the Red Devils in our last few fixtures too. Garnacho has shown glimpses of his talent and potential this season. Hopefully, United can tie the 18-year-old down to a new contract and keep a hold of him for years to come. Alex Telles to avoid surgery on injured knee. Alex Telles is set to avoid surgery on his knee following the injury picked up with Brazil at the World Cup. As reported in Sport Witness, Telles will begin his rehabilitation without the necessity of an operation. The Manchester United left-back is currently on loan at Spanish side Sevilla and is expected to return to training in February. The news will be a relief to Telles, who would have feared the worst on the back of the diagnosis, which sounded like he could have been facing a lengthy spell on the sidelines. The Sevilla medical team reported a grade 2/3 partial tear of the internal lateral ligament plus partial involvement of the posterior cruciate ligament of the right knee. However, luckily for the left back, he will be able to return without going under the knife and risk further complications. The untimely injury put an end to any hopes of appearing at the World Cup for his native Brazil, whose campaign was brought to a surprising end at the hands of Croatia. Telles has appeared in the majority of games for Sevilla this season, racking up 13 appearances in total. The Brazilian signed on deadline day for United in the summer of 2020, but despite flashes of quality, has failed to recreate the form he showed at Porto on a consistent basis. His best moment in a United shirt came in a Champions League comeback win against Villarreal at Old Trafford. It remains to be seen what the future holds for Telles, but with Luke Shaw thriving under Erik ten Hag and Tyrell Malacia also performing well, it's difficult to see a way back for him at the theatre of dreams. However, we wish him the best in his recovery and hope he gets back to full fitness in time to have an impact for Sevilla in the latter stages of the season. Scott McTominay believes Manchester United will be ready for the game against Burnley in the Carabao Cup. Manchester United star Scott McTominay believes the team will be ready when the club play against Burnley in the Carabao Cup round of 16 on Wednesday. After the World Cup ends, the Red Devils will be back in action against the Clarets. The Old Trafford side last played against Fulham in the Premier League. Alejandro Garnacho was the hero on that day. Speaking to the club's official website, McTominay was confident about United taking on Burnley after the mid-season break. It was a timely message for those who would have been prematurely worried about the club's loss against Cardiff. He said, "We have got plenty of games coming up in terms of friendlies to really work on that and obviously get the group back together. The core group of players who are going to be playing in the game against Burnley, ready and raring to go, and as I say, fitness is one of the most important things at this time when you are just coming back and you need to get your legs moving again. It's important for us, but when the game against Burnley comes around, I am sure the whole squad and the manager will be ready." Currently, United are 5th in the league table. The Red Devils are 11 points behind table toppers Arsenal at the moment. However, a top 4 place is in our sights. McTominay was initially a pivotal part of Ten Hag's plans. The Scotland international had managed to keep Casemiro out of the starting lineup with his performances. However, the Brazilian has managed to pip the 26-year-old in the pecking order. McTominay has found opportunities hard to come by in recent United fixtures. It is evidently going to be tough for the Scottish national to challenge Casemiro for a starting berth. Hopefully the 26-year-old can make a difference when he does get the chance to get on the pitch. Joao Felix has his heart set on a move to Old Trafford amid interest from Newcastle United. Want away Atletico Madrid star Joao Felix prefers a move to Manchester United compared to Newcastle United. Jack Talbot reports that Felix views himself as a Cristiano Ronaldo replacement and would favour a move to Old Trafford. Talbot relays, Newcastle are among the clubs interested in Joao Felix. Football Transfers understands, but the Atletico Madrid star's preference is to land a transfer to Manchester United. Eddie Howe wants to learn more about the player's personality, while the uncertainty of Champions League football remains a sticking point. Felix has reservations about joining a side whose project is still in its infancy. Felix, who was named Atletico Madrid Player of the Year in 21-22, shares the same agency as Ronaldo, and the player strongly desires a move to Old Trafford. United's chance to beat the Magpies and get a deal over the line for Felix is boosted by the fact that Newcastle are not especially keen on rupturing their wage structure, even though they believe he could be acquired for a cut price. Recently, Atletico Madrid's CEO Miguel Angel Gil Marin confirmed that the Spanish giants will consider bids for the Portuguese attacker. Felix's primary motivation is drawn from the breakdown in communication with manager Diego Simeone. Talbot, however, stipulates that Paris Saint-Germain represent the most likely destination for the 23-year-old forward. Beyond PSG, Bundesliga champions Bayern München are also possible suitors for Felix. The La Liga giants are receptive to a loan with an option to buy for around 100 to 140 million euros in the summer, but it's unclear whether they would accept staggered payments. It remains to be seen whether the Red Devils' move for Felix, his display against Switzerland, certainly made a strong case for consideration. Manchester United eye Portugal and Benfica star Goncalo Ramos as Cristiano Ronaldo's successor. Portugal and Benfica star Goncalo Ramos is being eyed as the successor to Cristiano Ronaldo by Manchester United, according to Vigaches. The Red Devils have identified the 21-year-old as the ideal replacement for the five-time Ballon d'Or winner at the club. Just before the start of the World Cup, the Old Trafford side parted ways with the 37-year-old after his controversial interview with Piers Morgan. Now, the Manchester-based club are prioritizing the signature of the Premier League striker. His current contract with the Eagles concludes at the end of the 25-26 campaign, but Erik ten Hag wants to bolster his forward line next summer. Ramos has come up through the ranks at Benfica. His breakout season with the Eagles came in the previous campaign. However, the 21-year-old has become the primary Liga outfit talisman after Darwin Núñez moved to Liverpool in the recent transfer window. The Portugal international has made 21 appearances in all competitions for Benfica. In all competitions this season, he has found the back of the net 14 times and has provided for assists. Ramos has caught a lot of people's eyes at the World Cup. Fernando Santos surprisingly started the 21-year-old ahead of Ronaldo in their round of 16 clash against Switzerland. However, the Portuguese gaffer's gamble paid off as the youngster scored a hat-trick. United's forward line has lost depth after the five-time Ballon d'Or winner's untimely exit from the club. Thus, we evidently need to add reinforcements up front. Ramos has shown a keen eye for goal in the current campaign. The Red Devils should think about getting the 21-year-old's signature, considering his age and potential. Man United thinking about signing Barcelona star Memphis Depay in January. Manchester United are thinking about signing Barcelona forward Memphis Depay during the January transfer window, according to Sport Today's edition, page 17. The Red Devils recently parted ways with Cristiano Ronaldo by mutual consent, and they are now likely to pursue a new striker next month, as confirmed by manager Erik ten Hag. The likes of Cody Gakpo and Goncalo Ramos have been linked with big money moves to Old Trafford, but there has also been regular speculation involving Depay. Depay's current deal at Barcelona expires at the end of the season, and Sport claim that the Red Devils are thinking about the prospect of re-signing him in the new year. However, a move may not be straightforward. Barcelona want an economic benefit from Depay's exit as they can't register any new players in January amid spending restrictions. The Catalan giants were prepared to release Depay on a free transfer last summer, but the situation has now changed. The club needs to recoup funds to make new purchases. Ten Hag has publicly confirmed that the club are looking for a new striker in January. It has also been reported that the board don't want to pursue a stopgap option. Hence, the Red Devils could focus on landing their priority targets first. PSV Eindhoven's Gakpo is currently Erik ten Hag's preferred option for the winter transfer window. The Netherlands international will cost around €75 million next month, and it remains to be seen whether the hierarchy are prepared to back the manager with such a huge outlay. In our view, the club should give their full support to the manager on Gakpo, who has been a revelation this term with 30 goal contributions from just 24 appearances for PSV. Depay would be a good signing as well, but at nearly 29, he would not represent the long-term vision of the club. Barcelona may want €5 million, but the forward's wages are on the higher side. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.